Hello teachers, this is a video that is going to run through the steps that I took in order to create the slide videos for use in the GarageBand project. This would be of interest to you if you wanted to find different pictures for your students, or if your students wanted to take a bunch of pictures and make their own video themselves, that's fine. But these are the steps I took. I actually made it using iMovie. Okay, so here I am in iMovie. Let me just get out of this and I'll make this a little bigger. So here in iMovie, what the first thing you need to do is you need to first of all upload the pictures. Okay, so obviously you take your pictures, you save them to some sort of category within your computer. When I saved mine, I got all of my pictures off of Flickr, and then I took those pictures from Flickr and just uploaded them to iMovie. So these are all the pictures that I got. I got way more than I needed, and then just kind of selected the ones that I wanted. But you can select one once you find the actual folder. Here's your desktop if you want to look there, or if you want to get to your folder. I mean, however you find it is up to you. But mine was on my desktop, and then I had a folder that I created for it. And here's all of them, even though they have a bunch of nonsense for titles. These are the pictures that I had. I select all of them. Okay, I just selected one, and then you hold the Shift button and go down to whichever one if it's like a range of pictures. So I selected all of them, and I just click Import Selected. And it just takes all those pictures and puts them here in this. This window right here is essentially a big pile of stuff. You could have photos there, you could have video clips there, you could have music clips there. I mean, this is essentially just a big, if you think about it in terms of like a big project table or a craft table, this is all of your pictures and all your materials and your glue and all that junk. You just need to organize them in the way that you want. Okay, so now that I have all my pictures there, those are the ones that I downloaded. If you want to, you can just take things and select them individually and bring them down, drag and drop. Since I wanted to see all of them and then just delete, as I didn't want them, I'm just selecting all of them, and then I can drag and drop all of them. Okay, so this takes all the pictures and brings them all down here, and this is way too many. This would take your students 3 weeks to complete, but here is all the pictures that I got, and then I just, I think this is one that I got rid of, okay, because I had one that was similar, so I just click and delete. The same with this one, click and delete, right? So anyway, you click and delete as you want. This will show you, if this movie were to play, how long the movie would actually be. So this means that you're going to spend at least 3.5 minutes grading each one of these things if you sit down and you actually look at all of them and watch all of them. If you don't want to spend that much time grading these things, which I don't blame you, then maybe trim down the number of pictures that you have. I think my final one came out to about 2.5 minutes. So I'm just guessing right now. Okay, let's get it right. Okay, so let's say that these were the pictures that I settled on. They weren't, but let's say they were. Now, the idea is to get the tempo of your piece to a certain speed so that the music transitions at the same time that the pictures transition. And this is a formula that I was not really able to figure out despite the math department's involvement at my schools. If you figure out this formula or the ratio, how one affects the other, then fine. I did mine through a lot of trial, error, and frustration. So if you want to keep the tempo at 100 beats per minute, which is what I kind of wanted to hear in those music clips, then the time limit for each of these has to be 9.6 seconds. So it looks like my default is maybe 8 seconds, I think. Yeah, it looks like my default is 8 seconds. So to make it 9.6, I select all of them like this, click and drag, okay, so that all of them have the yellow border. Then I go up here to this little I in the upper right corner. This little letter I with the circle around it. Click on that, and it shows the duration of each. Okay, and then I change this to 9.6. Hit enter. So now all the slides will be 9.6 seconds long, and you can see obviously that is going to increase or change the amount of time that each slide happens. Again, if you want to figure out what the ratio is, I also know that 5 seconds and 120 beats per minute also works well. But then obviously you see each picture for only 5 seconds as opposed to 10. I wanted to see the pictures for about 10 because I wanted to look at the picture, have some time to digest it, but then also to really develop kind of a musical idea rather than have something progress that quickly. So that's why I wanted to see the photos for about 10. So here it is, it's all saved. iMovie works in such a way that it saves everything immediately. So if the program crashes or something, you can go back and essentially pick up wherever you left off. There isn't really a file and save feature up here. So anyway, I have my video like this. Now what I need to do is I need to make this into a small video file that we can then import into GarageBand. Okay, so once you finalize all of your files, you go up here, you click File, and then you're going to select Share, and then go down to File. So this will, again, create a movie file with all of these things. Okay, I changed all my resolutions to 540 just because it's a smaller file, and honestly I don't really notice that much of a difference in quality between 540 and 1080, at least not for these projects. I also have low quality here. I compress them faster. Again, it just saves space. You know, you don't want, I think one class of these things can easily take up a gigabyte, I'm guessing, on your hard drive after you also add the GarageBand file and the movie together. So just to prevent space issues, I always change it to the lowest quality. And I click Next. Okay, you select the title for it. We'll just do Slide Project. And hit Save. And then it takes a minute. Okay, this circle right here in the upper right shows the progress of this project. It hasn't done anything yet, obviously, but it's like works like a little pie chart. And eventually it should show you some sort of progress. There it is. Okay, so it's showing me a little bit of progress now, and that's it. It's going to take you know, anywhere from 30 seconds to 2.5 minutes, but you should see it in this folder where you saved it very soon. So that's that. Please let me know if you have questions. The next video is going to be about Canvas related issues that would need to be figured out ahead of time. So hopefully you can tune into that. Thanks.